Hello there, it's Jay here again from Jay's Vintage Junk, and as you can see we have the Amstrad CPC 6128 set back up again. Now first off, apologies for the monitor. I was intending to do this using one of my LCD monitors and a cable that I've made up so I can use the Amstrad with a modern colour LCD monitor, and unfortunately, try as my might, I haven't got a foggiest what I have done with that cable. I have searched everywhere for it and I just can't find it. I just do not know what's happened to that cable. If I can't find it anytime soon, I'm going to have to make another one, which is a pain in the ass, but never mind. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, I have the 6128 set back up again. Ignore that drive. That is the 3.5-inch drive which I normally use with this computer. If you actually look through my YouTube videos, you will see a video I did on a Sinclair Spectrum Plus 3 where I actually use this exact drive, because the 6128 and the Amstrad, and the Sinclair Spectrum Plus 3 have an awful lot of similarities. And basically that will plug straight into the Sinclair as well as it'll plug into the Amstrad and gives you the ability to read 3.5-inch discs. But like I say, it's not even connected at the moment. It's just there because I've nowhere else to put it. As you can see, I'm rather cramped up here at the moment. So I've got the computer powered up. I don't know if you can see anything on the screen there at the moment, but it is saying basic version 1.1 ready. And I have a 3-inch disc here. I think it's Hive. I'm not sure what's on this. It's a Firebird disc, which is British Telecom's old software label. So we'll stick it in there. Bear in mind, I have never tried this disc, or if I have tried this disc, it was many years ago, so I can't guarantee it's going to read. But we at least will see whether the drive makes the horrible whirring noise it was before, because it couldn't spin the discs. So we will put the disc in, we will type cat, enter. Alright, okay, I think that disc might be blank, but it has read it. I don't know if you can see this on screen. I'll take you off the tripod and I'll get you up onto the screen so you can see. Well, there we go, and as you can see, there we go, drive. In fact, what I will do, I presume this disc might be blank. I'll see if there's anything on the other side of it. As you can see, I've just tried it out. So all we type is cat, which is catalogue. Press enter. Oh look, there we go. The drive's running, and it's catted. Yeah. I don't know what's actually on there. Airwolf. Ooh, shall we try that? Yeah, let's have a go at that. Let me stick you back on the tripod. I'm not sure how much you can see on the tripod. I think you can see something. Right, okay, there we go. Let's see if perhaps I turn this screen a little bit more towards you. We'll see whether you can see that or not. It's not really that relevant at the moment anyway. So yeah, that's working. Let's try and load a program then. So let's try Airwolf. I don't got any clue what this is going to do, but so we type load Airwolf, close, enter. Not found. Oh well, that helped. Yeah, well, we won't do, will we? Because I've spelled wolf wrong. Let's try that again. LOAD AIR W. Oops. Again. Delete. WOLF. Let's try it this time. Right, that sounded quite encouraging. Run. That's very... hang on, let me see if I can bring the brightness up on that. if you can see that. I don't think computer games ever look really very good. There we are. You can see that. Yep. So yeah, that disk drive, all it needed was the new drive belt. As I showed in my previous video, it's dead easy to change one of them belts. They are cheaper if you buy them in bulk. Like I was thinking, I bought 5 of them belts and it was under a tenner delivered. I'm pretty sure they're a bit more expensive. Yeah, I think they're about £3 each plus 50p postage, you know, something like that if you buy them singular. I think they do 2 for a £5 plus 50p post or something like that if you want 2. So if you need a few, like I said, 5 for just under a tenner posted, you really can't go wrong. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not going to play any of this. It was just to show you that the disk drive was actually reading. So as you can see, yes, the disk drive is reading. That was a nice, simple, easy fix. So the next thing we're going to get onto is this. Not a jiffy bag. It's what I bought and what spurred me on to get that disk drive working. I saw this on eBay a couple of months back, and I put an offer in on it. Well, I put a bid in on it and I won it for not a lot of money. It was under 10 quid delivered. And what we have is a mouse for the Amstrad. Now we have a user manual, AMX mouse, we have the software on both cassette, so you could use that on the 464, and the disc version. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's just the insert for that if you wanted to keep it in a cassette library, I presume. And we have that, and we have the AMX mouse itself. Now, I don't know if any of you went to secondary school in the early to mid 1990s, or primary school even maybe, but does that not look very, very, very similar to the mice on the old Acorn A3000s? This is very, very, apart from the colour, they were all beige, but apart from that, it looks very the same type of mouse, doesn't it? So, I've not tried this yet. This is literally just as I've got it. Now we've got the disk drive working, and I did want to test the disk drive with a disk I wasn't too bothered about before I tried that in it. So yeah, let's get this thing set up and see what it does. If anything, like I say, I haven't actually tested this yet, so oh, I'm out of coffee. I don't actually know whether it's going to function at all. So let's get that out of the way. What do we need to do? Now, the interface, as far as I'm aware, yeah, it's obvious really what it does. It must take power. Now, I can tell, obviously, we've got, that's the connector on the mouse, and we have that on the interface unit, so they connect together like that. So that's the mouse plugged into the interface unit. Now the interface unit, let me just pan the camera around a tiny touch like that. The interface unit plugs into the joystick port on the side of the Amstrad. Just move the software. So that's the mouse connected up. I hope it works after all this. And I presume it needs 5-volt power. That's a bit of a dodgy thing. With the way that this is set up, you could give it 12-volt power by the look of it, or you could give it 5-volt power. I'm sure it will say in the instruction manual. let's see. Installing the AMX control 4. 1, 2, 3. Connecting the AMX mouse. Unplug the 5V power lead, so I was right, it does go to the 5V. I'd expect it would do really, but you'd better be safe than sorry. So, that one into it. We unplug that. That obviously connects into there, and then that powers the computer. Like that. Now let's, we've got that on, let's switch the computer back on again. So, oh look at that! Can you see that on the screen? I don't know. But let me see if I can do something and get this camera a little bit closer. Just bear with me a second. Let's perhaps bring you down a bit, and then we'll bring you around. Oops. Very unprofessional editing this, I do know that, yeah. I've done enough of that in my time to not really give a damn anymore. Let's have a look at this here. Right, yeah. That's better, you can see my screen now, but what I was going to show you is, as I move the mouse, can you see that on screen? That's quite interesting, isn't it? So let's stop doing that. Let's control. Is it control escape on one of these? Yeah. Right. Now what we will do is we'll take this disc. What have we got on this disc? AMX Control, AMX Art, Icon Designer, and Pattern Designer. So let's see what we can do with it. Let's try cut. Well, the disc seems to work okay. Now let's try loading AMX and see what happens. It's making noises. Right, AMX mouse support version 2.10. Oops. Copyright 1985, Advanced Memory Systems Limited. And Signet Computer Consultants. Sigent, sorry. Or Sigent. 29.32 bytes 3, so it's got 30K3. Do you wish to load AMX Art? Shall we load AMX Art? Yes, I think we'll give that a go. Oh, it's making positive noise as the disk drive anyway. Oh, and there we go. Now let's see what the mouse does. It seems to move okay. Let's see, file. I don't think there's going to be anything saved on here, and I think you have to actually call them. I very much doubt it'll bring a menu up. Perhaps the I'm feeling that the mouse buttons might be a bit on the dodgy side. But yeah, it's certainly, it looks fairly usable anyway. Let's see, text. Plain, italic, bold, lines. We've got a black line. Oh look, oh it does do something. Yeah, I will say that the buttons on this AMX mouse are not in the best of conditions. And the mouse bar. I have got this on a mouse mat, but I've got it on my table with my Amiga. I've just pinched its mouse mat just for testing this. Yeah, it's not easy to use at the moment because it seems like it is sticking a bit. that mouse button. Oh, erase works. Yeah, erase works. Let's try a different... I don't know. Oh, I think I need to reselect that. Let's try that. Let's see what comes out there. Yeah, oh look. Another colour. Well, another grayscale pattern, because obviously I've got a green screen monitor. It's not the best thing. I was hoping to use, like I said, I was hoping to use on my LCD monitor, which I normally use for things like this, but until I find that cable, I'm afraid that's a bit out of the question at the moment. Let's see about some text on screen. So yeah, you can even type in it. Wow, that's quite impressive, really. I've lost the cursor now. I don't know what I've done with the cursor. Let's try escape, see if that gets it back. Yeah, I'm not... Oh. No, I don't know what I'm doing with this piece. Ah, there I am. I'm back again. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that for this. Like I said, it was just a quick to show you really that the distro. Oh look, there's some quite nice, pretty patterns there that you can choose from. But yeah, it was just really to show that I've actually got the disk drive working, and to show you this mouse. I'm going to have some fun with this mouse. I think I'm going to strip it open and clean the internals, because it's not very happy at the moment. But it does, you know, it does work. It does. It can't remember. It does everything it's actually meant to do. It is a proper mouse. You could design stuff, you could draw stuff on here. It's a bit temperamental at the moment, but I'm going to give it a service, give it a clean. Hopefully find that cable so I can connect this thing up to my LCD monitor there, which will be a lot better, and actually see what this thing can do. So yeah, actually I think there's a version of Lemmings for the Amstrad CPC. I wonder if that's got a mouse driver for it. Playing Lemmings on 6128 with a mouse, that would be quite interesting. Anyway, I've rambled on far too long now. I thought you might like that, might find that interesting. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.